What
He
up?
exploits vulnerable adults. He's one of the people I've been trying to turn in, and many people that are reported have spoken about him and his situation. So,
Mike
no,
Boudet.
I'm sorry. I wish.
Yo, yo,
So,
yo.
I gotta start taking these and taking pictures of
You
them.
fucking bitch.
Anything
Fix it.
that'll get anybody, targeted, I gotta try to pull that.
Cortisol increased.
You'll also get to see the difference
Cortisol
between
increased.
stuff that's written by the staff at the FCC, who, after I tried to turn him in for the abuse at the hospital on multiple occasions, the first one of those being, we'll show you this piece of evidence again, even though I show it in nearly every video. I'm sorry that there's so much. Oh, that's the stalking protection order from Andrew Walters. Here it is. So this is the abuse and neglect paperwork from the Tillamook County Hospital. It's my instructions. It's the instructions that I am told to follow, and it also says on there, and there's 4 pages worth
Yo,
of
what up?
this.
I've just been
It even
chilling.
says what the
My
abuse
grandma had a
is.
heart attack, but she's doing fine now. I've just been sitting here. How you been doing? Yeah, she fucking caught that heart attack early, so she's doing good. I've been stressed out about that and fucking trying to set up fucking steroid treatment and IVIG at the doctors. They're gonna get me in on the 8th. Oh, gee. Oh, I read that wrong. Yeah, she bounced back real quick because she got in there early. And they stented her right coronary artery because that was causing it. But she didn't pass out or anything. Like, she got in there early. But she has like heart wall instability, which I read that's common after a heart attack. But she should be good. We need to get her on like a cardiac diet, and she doesn't want to do like the cardiac rehabilitation thing, and I don't blame her because it's just like exercise.
Specific.
It's just like exercise and fucking dietary regimens and shit. But she's good. She's doing good. What am I doing? Fucking spike in my cortisol, bro. And cortisol max. Looks maxing, cortisol max. Holy fuck. She's sleeping now. They put her on, she's on fucking all kinds of meds. One of the meds is fucking $93, and the one of the workers I think paid for it with their credit card, which is good. But fucking $98 for Tetragal or some kind of weird fucking heart drug. It's fucking crazy. I think she needs to get Medicaid. Oh, what is this? See, this is what I've been waiting for. I saw. Yeah, thanks, bro. Yeah, this howl's finally gonna fucking end because I'm going in there, dude. Because my neuroimmunologist insisted, oh, I don't think the IVIG will help you. Da, 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 da. Okay, then why would you say that why would the nurse practitioner down there say, oh, if you got IVIG, you'd be fine. You'd be able to sleep again. Like, they contradict their shit all the time. But I'm gonna go in there and be like, listen, while we're getting the test, how about I try to take oral prednisone or IVIG, which they might try oral prednisone first. That's those two things are the first line treatment for inflammation. But it's definitely like it's not an autoimmune disease, but it's a systemic inflammatory disease, which has CNS involvement. But then my neuroimmunologist backpedaled and said, I don't think you have CNS inflammatory disease. Well, then why is my vision being affected? Like, they contradict themselves nonstop. But, I just got to keep plugging, and then I've been pushing shit through AI to get better responses. And they called me. They were like, can you come in today? I'm like, are you fucking serious? I have to set up a ride there, which takes 8 hours to get back. Like, I can't immediately call them and get in there that quick. Like, so she's gonna set up a Pittsburgh plan. And then, like, non-inflammatory foods, no sugar, anything inflammatory. Gluten's inflammatory. Pretty much the shit I was doing was liver and onions a lot. So a lot of it is diet, but I'm not gonna be permanently disabled. I'm gonna be totally back to normal. It's crazy. So I ain't tripping about that. I just gotta fucking make sure she does what she needs to do. Bro, I'm constantly fucking these cats up and BGs. Wait, is there a mass drop? Wait. So we got like 3,000 tabs open. Last page. Drop ESO 2026. Dominus Matt, what is it, March? March 2026, Stonekeeper. Reading this. Undaunted. Okay, which one? 3 ways to know. If shoulder style page is available, then matching monster mask is available. Okay. Okay, these are worth fucking millions. Mighty Chudon shoulder. Mighty Chudon, yes, the mask. Ruins of Mazatoon. Ruins of Mazatoon. What's the other one? Yeah, it's crazy, man. They fucking neglected all that shit for years. Thorvokun shoulder. Style page drop. Veteran Fangler. Veteran Fangler. I'm going to bed now. I want to hire you for another wrist likeness and turn in some extra for another crap. Nah, I think what happened is you might have ran it. Yeah, I might have fucked it up. I might have to give you like the original one. Cause I think I packed mine. I might have packed mine, so I'll probably get you the download for the actual one. I don't know if I packed mine or yeah, message me on Instagram or Discord or whatever. I'm not getting notification. I reset my phone and now all my notifications are fucked up. But yeah, have a good night. Yeah. Yeah, see, I'm not seeing these messages. Yeah, I think the one for Photoshop, I must have uploaded myself. I'll find a different one. Oh, wait, maybe I sent you the newest one. I'll figure it out. Even if you want the older one might... I have the newest one now. The newest one's working. But yeah, we'll figure it out, bro. And yeah, I got you on the Rich Life mix. I can do like 5... If you want me to do like 5 minutes, it's like a 5 or 10 minutes. I could probably do that. It might take me longer though. Like it takes a while sometimes. But have a good night, man. That's weird. See, mine works. Where is it? It must have connected to the... You're gonna have to uninstall everything related to it. Photos... Adobe... Okay, I have 2023. There might be actually an issue with this. Even the older one's pretty good. The 2022 or 2021 I have. Yeah, this one works. 2023. I don't know, I must have fucking packed it myself. Cortisol. Reason my cortisol, bro, cracks. Nudge, crypt, banished. Bro, that didn't even work. Nudge, banished, crypts. It's the city of Asher Crypts. Yeah, crypto parts. Okay. That's crazy. Let me see if I can find it right now. Oh, I'll have to run a private proxy. Yeah, you gotta make sure also that when you download it, you don't have Photoshop. Adobe Photoshop 2023 plus card. Yeah. I'm gonna bookmark this. BFE. Yeah, and that other one, the drawing one, it's kind of useless without the AI shit, man. The AI stuff for it is fucking amazing, but you really can't get it. Wait. Copy. Daily survey. Look at this evidence.
It says to follow the instructions, and I do. It says,
Follow the instructions.
please continue to locate
Follow
the time
the
of each video
instructions.
for hard evidence required by the police to file an investigation. And so that's what I've been doing.
What time is it? 12?
This is actually a break from the stuff that I was doing earlier. The reason for that is 'cause it's super important to get the word out about who, what, when, where, why, and how. A lot of these predators did some very horrible stuff
Why am I
on their
not
way out
getting
the door. For example,
notifications,
we got to hear about how
man?
Rebecca doesn't work there anymore.
There.
We also got
On.
to hear about how Tammy Waddell doesn't work there anymore. We got to hear about how Mary Lindsay doesn't work there anymore. We got to hear about how John Holland doesn't work there anymore. The FCC basically has nobody working there anymore because I keep
Yeah,
trying to
the
bring
Illustrator
in.
one works, but kind of
The
seems pointless
unfortunate
without
fact
that
of the
AI
matter
tool.
is
That
that
seems like a big
they
selling
were
point on
guilty
that.
of committing felonies. Between them having charges pressed against them, which
I found
would make the
the
county look bad,
the actual 2023 one that's
for
correct, so it
allowing
should
them
work.
to move on somewhere else and continuing to
Because it
pretend that
works
I'm
on mine.
schizophrenic.
I might have uploaded the
Little fucking long.
one I had
So-
and just packed it, so it's pretty all fucked up.
I suppose, I was talking to a
I might
feller
also have to
about
pack it
turning some of this
and-
stuff in. Some of
Yeah.
the things that he said.
I might have to pack it with a password so like the crack won't get deleted. I read that was a thing. Pack PS with password on zip file.
Watch your pockets.
Where's the Grok AI, man? That Grok AI is crazy. Yeah, so... Oh man, my cortisol. Where? Stonekeeper. March to April.
Leave the students be. I'm the one who
I
lost.
don't know how you lost a state report, but you will resume.
You are not yourself, Ryan. Let me help you.
Help yourself, wretch.
Wait.
I can't find any fucking information on this.
Now, kill. Advance.
Yeah, have a good night, bro. I'll let you know what's going on. Where am I going? Associated. Whatever. I'm guessing we have no healer.
I need aid.
And it's under guard. Be careful.
Great passes are the intruders. A common way is not to be harmed. You will not fall.
Come on, bro. Like,
This is not
I don't know. Maybe taunt him.
We're going to open you up. Find some, even if you defeat me. Split up.
We're done full set. I was getting the guild chat. Bro, I've been lagging like crazy, man. Just dropping frame rate. My cortisol, bro. Cortisol maxing.
Leave those souls. Kill the intruders.
You're formidable. Perhaps we have a chance at this. Let me take my students out of the dangerous reach.
Yeah.
Ryan will answer for this. He has to.
We ain't got no healer, I don't think. It's all good. It should be fine. I don't know why people. Oh yeah, obviously fake healer to get in
Studies
quicker.
just a bit farther.
Dude, this frame drops. What the fuck? It's like stuttering.
This way. Whatever he keeps in here now.
Out! The lot of you! You've no right to enter!
This was our bedroom. We used to store our adventuring relics here. It's warded. Quite a defense for such a small room. There must be a way to open it. And these statues didn't used to be here. This is where I died.
You're a tenacious lot. If you insist, I'll be happy to lead you to the blade.
I start working on stuff tonight. I'm gonna get that crack up though. after that, probably after this or later on.
The Daedra have destroyed much of the school.
Hollandway returns to our suffering. You have no say in it.
I'm worried you might have antivirus on him, bro. It might be fucking with the cracks.
The mortals think they've won. Let's show them how wrong they
Oh man, this is lagging. The frame drops. So weird. That's so weird.
These crypts will be your grave. I will ensure that. All that should concern you is that it counsels me. It convinced me of your betrayal, of the need for the students to pay for their insolence.
It has led you astray.
On the contrary, this blade grants me a clarity I never had in life. And I will have you respected. I'm hurt!
Man, it's stuttering. What the fuck?
You are nothing to me.
Alright, split up, split up.
This must be the ritual site where the Daedra are coming through. And where Orion is.
Maybe this.
We'll meet on
Like,
the other side.
fuck.
Be wary. No, Radamir. Cease this madness. My friends have defeated your horde. They found your blade.
You so love the sound of your own voice. Couldn't you see the blade wanted you here all along?
I can hear the whispers from it. By the divines, so many lives.
It don't matter.
You think that blade is yours to touch? It has a master, and he is me. My wife has been dealt with. It's your turn. blade will end you.
You did it.
I thought I'd never escape.
Feeding my killing word. My black age.
Who are you?
Never has the whispering from that blade been so pronounced.
You're the page of blues that created it, aren't you? That weapon is never been allowed information.
It is virtue, has it not? Perhaps you'll destroy it. Disable it. I could help you.
You think I trust you? The one who twisted my husband, murdered my students. I will send the blade away, and I will do so on my own terms, no matter the cost. It will travel far, ever slipping from the hands that desire it. This cannot happen again.
Yeah.
It is fully the power. And it wishes to return home.
Bro, it's low frame rate spiking my cortisol. Ah.
Set it aside in the days to come. But Ollingway gave everything to cast it away. There is nothing left.
I think it's, I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't know what's doing that shit.
It kinda... I don't want anybody hurt. I don't ever want anybody hurt. Just know that. I don't ever want anyone hurt. You can only expect a person to take so much physical pain before they're going to react to it. Like when police want to
The headman's
hurt you
dropped.
as much as they can physically and tell you not to resist, so you go stiff as a board. And then you get yelled at because you're going possum. So you got one guy telling you to roll over. You got another guy telling you don't move.
Stonekeeper.
If you don't move, you're playing possum. If you do move, this is an impossible scenario. This is what I had to deal with in Boulder right after the assault by Officer Waylon Lovetai. You have no idea. I'm gonna find a conversation with George Helmstetter about that. He was a witness to the abuse in the Boulder County Jail. I was in there multiple occasions after Natalie's death. So we're gonna very specifically go to... Alright, let's see which one I have here. I gotta carry a bunch of stuff in my back pocket. There's a reason I have to carry all this crap in my back pocket. It's stuff I'm told to carry by mental health specialists, police officers, judges, and clerks of the court. Shit ton of contact information. Let's see. Actually, I think this is just the envelope. I believe this might be the envelope, or I guess voila. This right here is when I tried to get one video from the Tillamook County Sheriff's Department. Sergeant Berger, one of my abusers in there, denied me the access to that video, claiming ORS 192.34540, unless the public interest requires disclosure in the particular instance, audio or video recordings, whether digital or analog, resulting from a law enforcement officer's operation of a video camera worn upon the officer's person that records the officer's interactions with members of the public while the officer is on duty. All right, so this is just a bunch of bullshit and excuses. I'll give this shit to the media if the media asks for it. Except for the fact that they use TFCC to run this around in circles, which is just some bullshit. And this is dated from 9/30/2025, and it's even got Sergeant Berger's name on it. And what the fuck good is going to your predators by name, turn in your predators by name, when all it results in is you being denied your rights as a human being every step of the way. I have no right while I'm in jail to turn in this abuse to anybody, and nobody in the jail actually took it seriously. And I mean nobody. Absolutely nobody. The 3 people in uniform who tried to take it seriously and wanted to be good cops just ended up being...
Are you going to let some?
Well, dear Jesus God Almighty, I'm not going to use words like that in this video. I'll try to be nice. But I gotta tell you that there's a word called cowardice. And a law enforcement officer can literally lose their job for cowardice. Alright, so... we've got full instructions of what I'm supposed to follow. And I'm sorry it says elder because it's supposed to say disabled. You can take that up with the
Mighty
Tillamook Hospital. Now, this particular piece of paper is from 11/19/2022. 11/19/2022. I was trying to turn in already multiple deputies and multiple assaults, including a man who stalked me here from Hood River. That man's name is James Murphy. This is, in fact, and indeed, my paperwork. So yeah, come on. I'm sorry. It's funny, they told me to go to a bunch of places I've
Damn, I missed a
already
bunch.
been to.
Runs and guys a ton.
The instructions, this is 4 pages of instructions. I followed these instructions. I also have right here, this is, I'm told to carry around the protection order with Andrew Wolness. So,
Finished nudge.
I'll go through everything that they gave me. It's not necessarily in order, but I'll say the date on it. When you guys want to help us out, what you can help out by doing is grabbing a pen and writing this stuff down. Try to get the dates in order and help me to unscramble this gigantic mess. See, they're trying to pretend that these things that happened to me, these crimes committed against me, only happened because I was speaking up about it. I want you to put that in perspective. If somebody beat you up, is it okay for them to beat you up because you told on them? No. Is it okay for them to pretend that you made it up and therefore it's okay to beat you up? No. Is it okay for them to call you mentally ill, or call you a homosexual, or pretend that you're black, which is what that racist shite word means? It also means Jew in an area like this, which y'all aren't understanding. You don't quite get the impact of what these people are doing. So,
this one ends today.
This is the permanent protection order. It was, in fact, and indeed granted. It does say Sean Schwartz versus Andrew Wolness.
What am I gonna do?
Sorry. General judgment regarding stalking order. See, it says 3/22/24. He never stopped. He literally never stopped. He also did not show up at court, so I didn't get to show the evidence of the physical assault against me. I didn't show the evidence of how the police treated me when I tried to turn it in either. We've also got my temporary.
This looks a lot better.
There's a page missing under this. I'm sorry. Let me see where it is. No, that's not it. Those are notices of dismissal. Thought I had that file in my. Oh, here's part of my hospital record right here, which I carry around in my back pocket. This is from Haxton Hospital District from Haxton, Colorado, so that instead of people pretending that I am physically okay and I'm capable of running a friggin' marathon at a moment's notice whenever they want, like, no, like, I can't. I have my actual medical records. And there's also the evaluation from Dr. Leslie Carter, and we're going to pull that out as well. I shouldn't have to do this way. I shouldn't have to be afraid. Nobody should be afraid to turn in the people who are harming them, especially to the police, especially at the hospital. I get the drug addicts out on the street kind of put a bad flavor in your mouth, but that is no excuse for allowing me to be a victim of these people, to put me at the hands of these people, and then tell me that I chose this. No, I did not. You get to see how it is going to law enforcement by myself. How they repeatedly try to pretend that the Natalie Bollinger situation is not real. That people physically assault me in these places is not real. So, I'll find the piece of paper that's missing and I'll try to reread that one. And I'm sorry that there's so much in here, but this stalking protection order is very important. Let's see, it says, Guardian ad litem, Sean Petitioner versus Andrew Walnes, respondent. A temporary stalking protection order has been issued against Andrew Walnes and is currently in effect. Both parties are ordered to appear in person in this court at the date and time below to explain whether the temporary order should be made permanent. Respondent. If you do not appear at the hearing, a permanent stalking protective order may be entered against you. Petitioner. If you do not appear at the hearing, this is an important part, the court may dismiss your case and terminate your temporary stalking protective order. Well, I'm going to tell you something. If you're illegally prevented from going to that court date, that's pretty screwed up. Matter of fact, that's very screwed up. I was repeatedly prevented from going to court dates that my predators were only able to get because I was literally forced to break the law to get evidence seen and to get a fucking court date. And then, because I was in jail, I was prevented from going to those court dates. And then, because the people who wanted to run the show in each of those court dates wanted to pretend that I just didn't try to show up, my predators automatically won. And, you know, one of the situations as well is that those predators, such as Rochelle Shelley Campbell, and of course, Natalie's mother,
You alright?
what they tried to do is get one protection order in Adams County and another protection order in Arapahoe County. And they coordinated with the police and the courts to make sure that they could have both of these on the same day. So no matter what, I could not physically go to both. That's if somebody was able to bail me out. And by the way, somebody did send me enough money to put her on my books. Her name was Mandy Hughes. but she never came forward about that, never fought about that, tried to get it into court. Instead, she allowed me to be treated like I was a schizophrenic and delusional nut job after the fact, but wanted to throw it in my face that she tried to put that money in. Well, yeah, I know that she claims that. I also know that I never saw it. I also know that I tried to lure her. So there's a lot of people who have been involved in this, that there's a lot of evidence of it. There has to be. So this is the temporary stalking protective order, and it's signed by Circuit Court Judge Jonathan R. Hill. Let's see. Yeah, Andrew Wilnez, Sean Schwartz, petitioner. No shit. Even says the date. But yeah, the police want to pretend all this is a delusion as well, even though it's through their courts. Now, although Andrew Wilnez was served with the temporary stalking protective order in court, he did not show up for the next court date and subsequently lost. Of course, if the judge had seen the evidence, legally she would have, or the prosecutor would have had to press charges against Andrew Wilnez immediately. So they weren't able to find Andrew Wilnez.
Oh, give me a minute.
To serve him the permanent one.
Oh, shit.
Same woman, Jana Prock, 2024. Andrew Wilnez is written down as transient within the county. Says we will continue to look for Mr. Wilnez until the court appearance date of 1/23/2021. I have sent a 10-day letter to Mr. Schwartz. I hereby declare that the above statement is true. So, obviously, even they make clerical errors. Does that make them horrible people? Well, in this particular case, I think you might be surprised. There's a difference between pretending to be a good person and actually being a good person. Of course, this is the part of the temporary stalking protection order.
Yeah, I need a new graphics driver.
By somebody else. There's
This driver's making this shit lag.
This. And we'll read the instructions for this as well, because they're actually attached to it.
I don't know. Adamar and Fedor ran further in when we were attacked.
It was granted. Again, there's a whole bunch of documentation here, like a whole bunch. And this one is apparently missing. Oh no, it's not. So this one has the same information as the other one. I think that's the reason that I didn't make those copies. I was trying to conserve money and basically have some for food and cigarettes. I do apologize for being addicted to cigarettes. I do realize that if I quit smoking cigarettes, that's more money I could use if I get my words heard, and that's more money that could be used to get these other victims' words heard. So it says contact. Oh, it says granted. Respondent is prohibited from contacting petitioner or petitioner's immediate family or household members directly or through another person. Contact includes but is not limited to coming into the visual or physical presence of petitioner, that'd be me. Following petitioner, that'd be me. Waiting outside the home, property, place of work, or school of petitioner or of a member of petitioner's family or household. Optional, list a specific address or locations you want included. Now we will show that that is in fact and indeed what it does say at the bottom of this piece of paper. Am I incorrect about that? Right here you get to see, yeah, same piece of paper. So there's more of them on here, and Andrew Wolnez has violated every single one of them on that page, and we've already gotten to see that. We'll be posting up more. It says on the second page, and this is for what contact is, it says, sending or making written or electronic communications in any form to petitioner, speaking with petitioner by any means, communicating with petitioner through a third person, committing a crime against petitioner, communicating with a third person who has some relationship to petitioner with the intent of affecting the third person's relationship with petitioner, communicating with business entities with the intent of affecting some right or interest of petitioner, damaging petitioner's home, property, place of work, or school, delivering directly or through a third person any object to the home, property, place of work, or school of petitioner, service of process or other legal documents unless petitioner is served as provided in ORCP 7 or 9. Note this order does not prohibit respondent from appearing at any scheduled court appearances in this case. Well, incarceration certainly will. Isn't that pleasant? If you're incarcerated, you don't get to go to court. And of course, if your predators work together, they don't even need evidence. They just call you mentally ill. Nobody gives a shit after that. I got a lot of evidence of that shit.
Oh,
Pardon my French. And there is, well, there's more. We don't go already. We already went through that one. They said they couldn't find Wolnez. Yep, we went through those already, and that one, and that one, and that one. All right. So we're up to date on most of this.
Yeah, that shit's so annoying.
Let's see, it says,
And it's so hard to figure out what's doing it. It's like, could be a driver, could be add-ons, like...
this is another one where they said they weren't able to find him. Please be
Okay, I'm gonna
advised,
install an
order
old
to show
driver.
cause regarding stalking protective
That's
order.
fucking driver,
Temporary
bro. Fuck
order
it.
on petition citation for stalking protective order, service information, petition for stalking protective order has not been served for the following reasons. Unable to locate respondent, please contact our office if you have an additional address for service. I never asked these people for their addresses. I'm not going anywhere near where they fucking live. And I'm not gonna have any stupid bullshit that happens to them blamed on me because some idiot decided to tell me their address. I don't wanna hear it. So it also says other. It says, if the county sheriff, after accepting the order and petition not to complete service within 10 days, the sheriff shall notify the petitioner at the address provided by petitioner that the documents have not been served. If the petitioner does not respond within 10 days, the county sheriff shall hold the order and petition for future service and file a return with the clerk of the court showing that service was not completed, dated this 3rd day of January 2024. So I mean, it's not that I wasn't getting notifications. I was getting notifications. They made it impossible and incredibly long for me to try to get a court date against Andrew Wolnez. But, of course, when the courts knew that I was incarcerated, and the police that I was trying to turn in knew I was incarcerated, well, that's a slam fucking dunk. If I can't go to court and show evidence of the assaults, they automatically win. It's stupid. Hearing abuse prevention. Let's see. No, that's. Is that mine? No, that's. So here's the stuff that was filled out by Candy. who was doing her best to help. This is the original document, and like I said, as far as turning in the physical assaults, turning in the actual abuse, the closest that I got was Candy helping me, and unfortunately, what she wanted to put on it, I'm glad that she helped me, by the way. Absolutely glad she helped me. But this is what Candy wrote down as, it says, additional relationship information. This information is optional. You do not have to tell the court what your relationship to respondent is. Your restraining order will not be denied if you choose not to provide relationship information. Respondent is my family member, roommate, or cohabitant, landlord, neighbor, or other person, and she wrote a random person.
What's going on,
Random
bro?
person. Now, I am going to show you this in specific, despite the fact I no longer have this telephone, because very specifically, this is 12/19/23, so that's December of 2023 that I wrote this, or that Candy wrote it. And she wrote a random person.
Where are you?
This is
Now, this is what's so
random.
fucking disgusting about the police and their processes. A random person, it says.
Have to agree with the elf boss.
Now let's scroll up just a bit.
Serious magic here. This place
Got my name
ambush.
and my phone number and what started happening. I want you to read this real close, because this is what it says right here. Contact phone. Use a safe number. Well, how safe of a number is it if you give the phone number immediately to Andrew Wolnaz and he immediately gets to start calling me from restricted number after restricted number over and over and over again? Hundreds of them. Yeah, that's the help that I got. And then I had to try to turn it in, and that was through Nathan at Safeway, and Candace was not there that day. She was coming in. One of the other witnesses that was there was Lori Craig, and she actually wrote a handwritten note about the situation, and it's recorded on my YouTube channel. David Martinez showed up and completely screwed up the situation. Now, I was trying to tell them about two witnesses that could tell them who it is in specific out of them youngins who was doing it. And like I said, these youngins are anywhere from well, depending on the day, could be, people bringing their little brothers and sisters as young as 5 sometimes. But usually it's people between, I'd probably say about 15 or 16 to about 30, 35. They're younger people.
We can order this.
Now, that phone number, it was supposed to be safe. How safe is it if Andrew Wolnaz was allowed to call me over and over on it? And when I had to try to turn in the fact that he had called me, it was definitely his voice. And David Martinez did not care. All he was interested in was obstructing justice. Did they ever talk to Taylor White? Did they ever talk to Kyron Rhodes to find out who those individuals were? Did they even try? I mean, we've got multiple locations and instances with that Ford Focus with the dent inside. You guys got to see that in some of these videos. Isn't that pleasant? So, Jesus, there's a lot. And of course, the pedophile and on drugs crap that he was screaming everywhere. I mean, even after I got the permanent protection order, and he was served it, he got the temporary protection order when he was in court, and then he got the permanent protection order because he ditched out on the court date. He got the permanent protection order in jail. I mean, what am I supposed to do about this? I got to try to get people to look at this, to understand that this is a very real situation, and also I have to carry this crap around with me everywhere I go. Show my medical records. Yes, my back is fucked, dude. Please don't be a fucking douchebag. I also have to find the Leslie Carter stuff because that needs to go in my back pocket as well. Now this video is 40 minutes long. I'm going to start off talking about Deputy Moody. That's Deputy Chase Moody. And also Deputy Peyton Taylor. Peyton Taylor is actually from Hood River originally, or rather that's where he came here from. One of his hobbies include true crime, which is how he found out about the Natalie Bollinger situation. Me and him spoke many times at my cell, outside my cell. He probably spent, I probably shouldn't admit this, but probably close to 80 hours talking to me overall at my cell while I was locked up. Because, for example, we'll start reading here from the booking notes. It says, copied from booking notes, page 1. So, Deputy Moody, swell feller, sometimes, still a cop, still covering for his cronies, or his co-workers, also afraid for his daughters. It's understandable, but it's still cowardly. So, this is called Copied from Booking Notes, page 1. You're going to find out real quick here why this is important. I'm going to go through some of the stuff with Catherine C. As a matter of fact, screw it, we got this out right now. So, Mancelli was one of the people on the call button. When I say call button, there's emergency call buttons on the wall in your cell. So, the people on the other end of the call button aren't necessarily nice people, or they might not necessarily like you. It says,
No.
David Sinuez, 402, rape, sodomy, and forced penetration. They do not put that motherfucker next to me. Do not put him in a cell next to me. Do not. So,
Fucking God.
It says 9:20 to 9:21. Notes of Sean Schwartz. Jungling and Carrillo assault over Palomino's bullying, and Reese in 306 driving me nuts. 9:21 at 1:30. Deputy S. Cummings at my door. 9:03. Recording after assault by Jungling Carrillo. Recorded on Cummings' body cam. 9:21 at 8 p.m. Courthouse call button lady is nice, but doesn't stop the abuse. Says her name is Ross or Ross. I later found out it was Proc.
Oh, fuck.
Carrillo bullying on call button. And, that's Jana Proc, the very same Proc that's on all of my paperwork. Jana Proc. So we'll continue. She's also the notary in there. So she refused to sign documents. As you guys got to see, there's in the instructions that I had for, when I'm supposed to turn this stuff in and how to protect myself from this, I'm supposed to sign over my power of attorney to somebody. She wouldn't allow me to do that. Anything that they could prevent me from having access to that would help me to actually show the truth, they'd do anything in their power to stop it. And that's, you guys talk about Donald Trump. You don't need to worry about Donald Trump. Donald Trump isn't squashing your rights in Tillamook, Oregon. Mary Garrett Trevino is. Matthew D. Lyon is. He drives a nice Mercedes-Benz.
Okay. I gotta figure out, man, why he's doing this.
The license plate is 9V-6661. No joke. And the reason I'm telling you this is because I am hoping very shortly here there should be somebody watching this who can figure out what's going on and get a warrant against the motherfucker, because I need evidence from that guy. Well, obviously going to him to try to get it is not going to result in anything good. So, you think he'd be compliant? Let's see, 9/20/20, 9/22 at 1 a.m. When I put a star next to these, that's where a body camera was on. So if there was a body camera on, then it means that I could petition for the body cam. And there's quite a few of them that actually do have stars on them. Oh, sorry. There's also the other side. Let's see. 9/20/20, 9/2 at 1 a.m. Assaulted by Carrillo and Jungling again. Taser threats, elbow to my jaw ×3, knee in my back, kick in
×3.
shin. Jungling tried to break my thumb. I was forced to do desperate things to try to draw attention to the repeated and ongoing abuse here. Was assaulted for it. They were doing the camera on, camera off thing, where they turn on the camera and say something, and then they turn off the camera and say something else, and they'll turn it on again. Just, it's a stupid game. 9/20/22 at 1:45 a.m. Call button lady says, "What's your emergency?" I say, "I was assaulted." She goes silent. The second time she blames me. It's Jana Proc. Jungling smiles at me to antagonize me. Gloating, he was between the office door and inmate storage door. In case there's a camera that points that direction. They were just fucking dickheads. They know there's nothing you can do to turn them in. Nothing. You've been called mentally ill. They can do whatever the fuck they want. Nobody gives a holy goddamn about you. You're a homeless person. It doesn't matter that you're sober. They'll say you're not as good enough. As Jungling was saying to me, a deputy's word is evidence. So just because a deputy said it, it must be true. No, I have evidence that that's certainly not true, including with Jungling. So, same day at 3:06 a.m., call button lady talks over me to victim blame me, then ignores me again. Call button lady plays deaf, Jana Proc. Carrillo smiles at me to antagonize me. Call button hasn't worked in almost 2 hours. He was walking past 9:03, going through the hall door. 9:22 at 6:20 a.m. Costello walks by. I try to address the call button, being ignored, the assault, and having to yell for hours. He says, "You got yourself in a big one this morning. That's all I'm going to say about that." He actually said it very dryly, almost monotone. He's kind of a dickhead that way, but I figured I'd put some emphasis on it and make y'all feel better. Let me see. He says, "You got yourself in a big one this morning. That's all I'm going to say about that," and walks off. 9:22 at 8:05, Costello says, "You shouldn't play with your food." Protest by me. I try to turn in the assaults by deputies 2 days in a row. Costello tries claiming I assaulted them. Another event happened at 8:30 a.m., but I didn't get to write it down. I had a pen and a piece of paper rolled around the pen hidden in the crotch pocket of my undies. Normally I would not wear underwears, but it is a handy place if you have to get stuck in booking. Let's see. So it's not always easy to find a way to pull your hood over you, tuck it over your knees, and be able to write with your little dinky pen that was tucked up next to your goodies. So it says 9:22 at 8:05. Oh wait, 9:22 at 11:05. Sadler, Officer Timothy Sadler, smiles and laughs at me. He just thought it was the greatest goddamn thing. Like I said, the smiling and the laughing, there's definitely footage of it. The problem is they have access to it. I don't. Let's see. 9:22 at, and I didn't know what time it was. Koskela said, "That's your opinion," over and over. No matter what I said, he would just interrupt and say, "That's your opinion, that's your opinion, that's your opinion." Over and over and over. It said he just kept talking over me and bullying and playing stupid, forcing me to bash my skull off the window. The chair, Quentin B.S., Koskela, and others, Fenwald, where is supposed to, and your attorney, and so on. Back on 300, Daniel Essery keeps saying Paul is a bitch and singing Duncan is gonna get buried in the woods. This guy was fucked up. Like, oh, holy shit, I was stuck in there with some screwed up people. Now the thing with the bashing my skull, nobody should have to do that. You know the bullying tactics that you get from your siblings when you're growing up? Now imagine if you were locked in a room and your sibling was just either doing the silent treatment or making fun of you at your cell. You're not in your room at home. You're in a fucking cement
G-Force
cell
3060 10.
with a big fucking window where God and everybody can see your vajibly.
What is going on, bro?
And a camera in the corner, so if you're whacking it, you're whacking it for some audience.
591.
I was in there for a very long time.
59186.
Let's see. 9:23 at 8 a.m. Fenwald at my door, bullshits me, tells me Ware isn't here this week. Claims he'll do all he can, has to give a tour. Now, Weir was supposed to start an investigation into the abuse like 6 weeks earlier, and obviously they're literally never going to get around to it. He didn't ever get around to it. No matter what, the intention was to prevent me from having access to my writing materials, prevent me from having access to what I'd written down already. And many occasions, they just straight up destroyed what I'd written. I also got very good at flooding the place.
Look at the fucking
You
evidence.
can ask Deputy Peyton Taylor. I flooded it 6 inches up the wall 2 days in a row. Well, 4 inches up the wall one day and 6 inches up the other. I used toilet paper from my room as caulking at the bottom of the door. And then I took my plastic cup and I stuck my foot in the toilet on the bottom of it. And I pushed that cup. And then I just leaned on it for like 15 minutes. Yeah. This is non-violent protest over absolutely necessary situation. See, here's the thing. Self-harm is not self-harm. It is a cry for help when you're not being heard, when you're not being listened to, when you're having to go to your predators for help, for Christ's sake. Koskela, one of them fellers that tried to pretend that I was threatening people I didn't, you goddamn right he is. So is Deputy IHNAT. These guys are also not Brady list compliant. Let's continue though. It's just, let's see, 9:23 at 8:15, CB lady asks my emergency, then stops listening. Number 287, Mackenzie, that would be Mackenzie Schmidt, or Schmitz. She's, well, we can get into that in a bit. There's more about her. We can skip over that for the moment. Number 287, Mackenzie Schmitz, tells me they are busy, then says, but someone will come see me.
Press phone. Can't take your call
9:23
now.
at 10 a.m.
At
Covered
the tone,
camera in
please record
protest.
your
Enoch
message.
says, I
When
bet
you're
you think
finished,
that's abusive. Daniel Estries says and sings, Schwartz is a bitch, shut your mouth. Schwartz is a bitch, shut your mouth. Number 287 Mackenzie says, uncover your camera, please. Says it's for my safety, but says she doesn't know
I use
anyone running to come
27
in my cell and
here
harm
and
me.
get some backed up.
So how is it for my safety?
I got $4 left on the card.
It's a good question. Oh, by the way, people did come in my cell and harm me. They're called deputies. The inmates didn't assault me. The deputies did. It says it's my safety, but says she doesn't know anyone wanting to come in my cell and harm me. She says it's my safety. It is almost lunch. Video court. They are busy and so on. Silvera wants me to uncover my camera. You guys are going to love this stuff once we start reading the stuff from TFCC to you. Every one of them. You get to see also what's missing in their crap. Let's see. Silvera, taking me to booking, has loaded questions about assaults. Was it because you were hurting yourself? I had to headbutt the window and booking to get heard. Put in chair, Fenewald hurt my hand and wrist, and Silvera was trying to pretend I was trying to kick them. Imagine if you had a ferret leaning on your legs. Even as gimpy as I am, he would have flown. He was trying to pretend, because there's multiple situations where the deputies had outright written on these inmate request forms that I hadn't fought with their shift at all, that I hadn't fought going into the chair, that I was even respectful in some of them. So after the assaults by multiple deputies over a situation where Mary Palominos just wanted to be mean, you get to see how much fun that was for me. Like, I tried to turn these people in as soon as I got out of jail, or they had me for 14 days, and then abused their position of power to have me put on a 180-day hold, which the hospital after 5 days, fuck this, no. We're not having this dude in our hospital. Yes. I like that doctor. So, let's get further into this. It says, I had to headbutt the window and booking get heard, put in chair, Fenewald hurt my hand, wrist, and Silvera was trying to pretend I was trying to kick them. So my wrist was already fucked. Like my left wrist, Lieutenant Koskela had gone out of his way to try to make it as painful as possible. He had literally tried to jump with all of his weight while my wrist was in the little strap. Like, he did not care. He was intentionally harming me, and he was using the restraint chair to do it.
What's going on here? NVIDIA installer cannot complete.
If you won't struggle,
Why?
we will make you struggle. This is their mentality.
That's crazy. What the fuck's going on here?
If you won't assault us,
Yeah,
then we will try to stage something and pretend like that you would.
reading
No.
parts of my diary from Tillamook County
I'm gonna
Jail
get out of here. I'm
as
gonna get that
evidence of
goddamn
documentation
evidence.
of
I'm gonna
abuse.
get these goddamn cameras, and you motherfuckers are going to prison.
These motherfuckers are going to prison, Shaw says.
That was my
He's been saying that for
way
years.
of thinking the whole time. Keep your eyes on the prize.
Keep your eyes on the prize, he says.
And thank goodness for Deputy Taylor.
Thank goodness for Deputy
And myself.
Taylor.
I hope she comes back. She's got my Puma
Deputy
hoodie.
Taylor had seen
Who?
that Natalie Bollinger stuff, knew that it was true, had also been talked to by multiple people in town before he ever met me.
Is Tori living up there?
Even my very first stint
No,
in jail
why
here.
don't you try to blast your fucking
And all 3
shit?
times that I was put in
I'm
jail.
upstairs.
Why do
There
you
was a
want to
situation
know?
where I had
I
to
don't
try
know.
to turn in somebody who had physically assaulted
Why
me
do you
for
wanna
threatening my
know?
life.
I don't care. What if she dies?
The police
I don't have a
department that
place
had
to
shown
go.
that they are capable and
No,
willing
she's not living here.
to commit
Okay,
felonies
'cause I'm gonna take her
against
room.
disabled homeless people. They do
Believe
not
me, Matthew,
care.
I'm not going to keep somebody here if you need to come here. She's not staying here.
Hey.
It also
She's not
says
living here.
Alright, chill, dude.
pretend I was trying to kick them,
Good God, you're my son.
fighting, kicking.
No,
Oh.
you're coming
I can't
here.
read the top of this. It says copied from booking
Don't
notes,
worry
page
about
2.
that. God,
Hey.
go
Let's
stay here
show
a
this
couple
to you.
days
I don't
and
want
get
you to
situated.
pretend
Hey.
I'm lying to you.
Performance.
When I got back into my
My
cell,
rig advanced.
I
Disable.
unrolled my little pee-pee pen
Ha.
and copied it
Ha.
on this because I'm sure you're aware after
Okay, turn this off.
30 days
Optimize.
stuck in a booking cell
Need
where you're literally stuck in there 24 hours a day most days,
longer.
where you might
Alright, why is this not installing?
well, some weeks I wasn't even allowed to shower. It's fucked.
Get your ass.
So we're on page 2.
Get out!
Get it. You need a
It's
friend. I can't
9:24.
give you no more fucking
It says just one more reason disabled people have to report. CFCC rubber stamp. 3 weeks, still nowhere. Library, can't live it.
You have nothing.
3 more weeks.
I have something.
Yeah, Matthew, you have
It
nothing
says
now.
just one. Yeah, oh yeah. Note, Raymond,
Someone
Zapata,
ordered
Costa,
74
Silvera
or something.
were there when the guy in 902,
You
Austin,
ordered
James, Jason was
7-
released.
74
All
from
of them
Sheets.
laughed at him, made jokes. He was back an hour later.
Let's make a
I
Sheets
am
order.
24. I later met JJ and 300.
NVIDIA graphics
and
driver.
we totally got along. JJ is cool as hell, and
Alright,
I didn't know
thank you.
what pronouns to use while we were in
I
booking
need some
together.
drinks.
But JJ is cool. At least JJ was cool with me. The fact is, they knew
Oh,
that
yeah?
JJ was
Dasher
just gonna
is
get
waiting
dropped
for
off
your
and get brought
order.
right back.
Um,
Donovan, he's over there.
At this time, I didn't know exactly who
Uh-oh,
all these
he's
people
leaving.
were, but over time,
Your
I
order.
found out who
Yeah,
they were.
he's
So I
leaving.
added
I'm
those notes. I found out this